Hello and welcome to episode 49 with Comics with Stevey D. That's the Hulk's tale on that. But this is a hodgepodge of a bunch of interesting comic books I have and found. Alright, let's begin with this Green Lantern book. Okay, Green Lantern #1 from 2014. Cover art by Billy Tan and Alex Sinclair. And it has a neat holographic cover. When all these new 52s came out, I just bought the first issue of the main characters of DC that I knew, and I'm glad I did because I like the covers, you know. Alright, the next one I'm adding to my DC collection, which you all know I've been working on it, and my favorite DC character is Batman. And this is a terrific cover. Okay, this is Batman, Shadow of the Bat, number 37 from 1995. Cover art by Brian Stelfreeze. A terrific painted cover of the drama faces being so cleverly replaced with the Joker and Batman. And it's so well painted. It almost looks like it's drawn. But Batman is not very happy. But the Joker's always in that imbecilic mood. Okay, that's a good one. Alright, the next four books are related to one another. This goes out to all the X-Men fans out there and Avenger fans. Okay, this is the X-Men versus the Avengers from 1987. Cover art by Mark Silvestri. Story by Roger Stern. So there's four covers. The artwork's done differently on each cover. And why do I always say the date and stuff? You might be thinking, why is this guy always saying the date? Because you can see what's kind of going on with the time and the style of that time period. And sometimes issues in the news or something comes out in the comic covers. Well, that's the first one. And that's a really neat cover. And like I said, it's a 4-issue series. So Magneto is kind of the center of all this, and sometimes Magneto's a good guy, sometimes Magneto's a bad guy. It all depends on who's writing the story. But that's a interesting one. He's like been caught and he's got to go to trial. And oh, here's one for all the Wolverine Captain America fans. Now, Captain America and Wolverine having a battle, and Captain America's dunking the Wolverine real good. Captain America is a good guy, but he's kind of got a mean streak when he's in battle. So there's the Wolverine taking a bath, courtesy of Captain America, Steve Rogers. And it concludes in this fourth issue of the miniseries. And what's interesting is all the evidence is against Magneto, but when the judgment, this book is still in nice shape for being so old. When the verdict comes down, I think Magneto gets off the hook. I read this years and years ago. But all the superheroes look at Wolverine going, no kidding, I can't believe it. And Wolverine, or Magneto, he's smiling and happy to be out of the hot seat. So they fought in AVX more modern times and several times. And also they've teamed up many times, the Avengers and the X-Men. Had a nice holiday. Went to the Lake of the Ozarks to visit my son and his family. And my daughter-in-law is going to have another baby in February, so I'm all excited about that. And it's going to be the first girl, all boys in the family, but it'll be the first girl in years and years and years. Here's the book I wanted to show you in my Hulk's Tale that I misplaced. It slid underneath one of the other books, and I couldn't find it while I was doing the show. I just wanted to show you the smirk on Hulk's face after, you know, all the superheroes got the Hulk in check again, but he doesn't look too happy. And that's when I said he needed a superhero vacation, and I was going on one. Okay, here's a good book. Right here. The Silver Surfer Annual number 4 from 1991. Artwork by, and the first story by Jim Snyders. A series of short stories including the origin of the Silver Surfer retold. And it also has a gallery in the back. You know how they want to fill the 80 pages up in the annuals and stuff. This book's in little spine roll, but it could be easily pressed out. It's a very good looking book. I wanted to show you a few. They call it the Silver Surfer Pinup Gallery. Well, there's one. I like those space scenes with planets. And I always like the two heralds of Galactus together. She's flying circles around the Silver Surfer. She must be fast. They're like dancing, doing the herald dance, I guess. But the one I like the most, I save for last, of course. There's a terrific illustration of the Silver Surfer. Bring him up close. Feels like he's flying right at you. And that is the Silver Surfer Annual number 4 from 1991. Okay. The next one, it's confusing to me. Because the alternate universes and all the different Earths and who's Spider-Man on which one, and they all come together in a hub. And well, this is the punk rocker Spider-Man. So you got all kinds of these kind of people, but it's an interesting book, and it's the issue number 1. And it's Edge of Spider-Geddon number 1 from 2018. Sandoval cover. Okay, I got an Avengers book coming up. Well, Little Avengers. It's like the Little Rascals. Avengers Academies with the newer heroes, and they're in training. And it's a good cover, and it's the Heroic Age Avengers Academy from 2010, artwork by Mike McCone, and it's a nice book. Now the last one is the Spider-Man book. It's kind of a giggle. In the past, I've shown how they have cameo appearances of presidents. I've shown FDR in the past and George Bush Sr. And here is the Amazing Spider-Man number 583, second variant, with Barack Obama. And he's smiling, and Spider-Man saying to him, "Hey, if you get to be on my cover, can I be on the dollar bill?" I think everybody would collect the dollar bills, and there would be none in circulation. As many Spider-Man fans there are out there. I like Spider-Man, but I'd rather watch the movies and try to collect them. There's too many books for me, and I'm too old to try to start. But I'll grab an odd and end Spider-Man from time to time that catches my interest and I think might be a cool little story. And actually, it's not just a cameo. There's a story in the first part, and then there's a second story. I think somebody's impersonating Obama, and Spider-Man breaks it up, and then the Secret Service are all coming in on Spider-Man, and the president goes, "Let him through, let him through," and we'll find out what the true story is. So, with that, this was episode 49 of Comics with Stevey D. 49 issues. I started on a Civil War book display, a couple minutes long, and I've made 49 issues from then. Coming up to the milestone 50th issue. I have no idea what I'm doing yet, but I'm sure I'll dig some good stuff out and figure out a theme or something. But with that, I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving, and Christmas time is coming upon us, and I'm looking for Christmas themed books I'm going to do a little Christmas show. I got about a half a dozen or so Christmas books, so I'll be digging through mine and looking on my next hunt specifically for Christmas themed books, so I can get a show together. Like I said, I'm trying to provide a nice variety of different books for everybody, because everybody doesn't like the same thing, and since I'm doing a show, I'd like to show something everybody likes a little bit of. With that, I'll say happy holiday and happy comic book hunting. Take care.